What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And today, of course, as you can tell by the title and thumbnail and what you're seeing on the video, Smoker and Sugar are coming to One Piece Treasure Cruise Global. This is, I wouldn't say it's a heavily anticipated banner, but I know a lot of people are excited for Legend Sugar. A lot of people consider her to be one of the better legends in the game. I also concur. I do think she is very, very good. I like her abilities, but I don't really like the content of, as in like who the character is. I don't like the fact that it's Sugar as the legend, but you know, you cannot deny the fact that her abilities are very good. But we're not talking about her abilities in this particular video. I will be uploading a separate video talking about all of the different characters available in this batch, and if you guys want to stay tuned to the channel and ensure you don't miss that information, make sure to go ahead and subscribe and also click the bell notification so you do not miss any One Piece Treasure Cruise news. But without further ado, let's get into this video where we're going to be talking about should you pull on the banner. We'll go through all of the steps, everything you need to know, and just determine whether or not you should be pulling. I mean, I can already tell you guys straight off the bat, especially if you are free to play, or if you're the type of person that is like, you know, saving a lot of your gems for those really big banners like Luffy and Sanji, like I know many people are. No, you should not be pulling here. But let's get into the nitty-gritty details of the banner, right? First of all, this banner is going to be debuting on the 28th of November at 1900 PST time. So that is not far away. It's only, you know, 4 or 5 days away as of this video being recorded. So if you are very excited about this banner, then maybe you want to be doing a couple of pulls. That's when you have to make sure to have your gems ready by the 28th of November at 1900 PST. And as you can tell right here, we get a free multi-pull on the banner as well. So no matter what, everyone's going to get some sort of chance to pull for some of the new characters, which is very good. You know, there's plenty of people in the past where we've had free multis on debut banners and people just pull the debut stuff off of their free multi. I have never had that happen to me before on a debut banner on their free multi to get the new stuff on the free banner. I haven't had anything like that happen before. That'd be crazy if it happened this time around, because if you guys are staying tuned for the channel for a while now, I'm only missing these two characters now. These are the only two Sugo Fest exclusives I'm personally missing, being Smoker and Sugar. They're the only two I want. It would be awesome if I get them, but obviously the chances aren't really in my favor at that point. But I digress. I'm not talking about myself. We're talking about the banner. Now, this is the free multi. Now, we go over to part 1. You can see that Smoker himself is on the banner with the other rare recruits. And then when you go to part 2, it's Sugar with the other rare recruits and another Sugo Fest exclusive. So the way that this is kind of structured reminds me a lot of like when Shanks Crew came out, or when Sober Mask came out on Global, where they have two debuting characters and they're both just boosted on separate banners. So another thing that is also interesting about this is we do not know at this current point in time whether or not this banner is going to be like some of the other ones that we've had over the past, you know, couple of weeks, where it's like only 10 legends are pullable on each part of the Sugo Fest. That is not confirmed. We do not know. If that is to be the case, it makes these banners a little bit more interesting, because it means that the chances to pull for Smoker and the chances to pull for Sugar are significantly higher than what they would be on a typical normal banner without those 10 boosted reds. It would be very interesting to see if that was the case. If we go over to the free multi and check the event information, typically free multis give a little bit of context to the Sugo Fest, but unfortunately they don't mention anything special here. Another thing to note is that we don't know the rate boost for reds, because, you know, if they do, so, you know, decide to do the 10 selected legends as the only pullable ones you can get, if they also add like a 2x rate boost on top of that, that means that characters will have like a 1% chance to get Legend Smoker. That would be absolutely absurd. And the same thing goes for Sugar, right? It would be really crazy if they did that. But obviously at this point we don't know. We don't know what this structure is going to be like in terms of the rates, in terms of the characters that are boosted, which obviously can in turn definitely impact your decision on whether or not you're going to be pulling here or not. But of course, considering the context of where we are as a global player base and what we know is coming in the future, is it wise to pull here? Probably not, because V3 Boa, who her batch is way better than this batch, and you got Luffy and Sanji, who is arguably the best legend in the game on JP standards. Do you really want to be wasting your gems here for Smoker and Sugar, where you could potentially wait and, you know, maybe get Luffy and Sanji down the line in the future, who was guaranteed on the 20th multi of his debut? You may want to do that instead. But let's go ahead and talk about the structure of the Sugo Fest. First thing is first multi is discounted at 30 rainbow gems. That's pretty typical of these Sugo Fest now. That's always good to see. Now, multi 2 and multi 3 are both the same, being a guaranteed rate boosted character. Now, at this point, we do not know what the rate boosted characters are. Well, we could safely assume that the new rare recruits, the new legends are going to be boosted there. But The Thanksgiving Sugo Fest mentioned something interesting, where they had a guaranteed rate boosted character step, but on that they also said, you know, you can't pull legends from that step on the 11th poster, which means that even though it says it's a guaranteed rate boosted character on the 11th pull, we have to wait until the official announcement of the Sugo Fest to see whether or not that's the case, because if you cannot pull legends from those, which I don't understand why you wouldn't be able to, then that makes this banner even worse. But even still, the 4th multi, there we go, is discounted to 1 rainbow gem. I know a lot of people get excited about the 1 gem multi, so you can see 4 multis there, 131 rainbow gems. That's very, very generous. And then the 5th step is finally the first step of the Sugo Fest, where you get a guaranteed Sugo Fest exclusive. I'm not a big fan of that. I really would have liked to have seen the guaranteed legend to, you know, maintain the consistency that we've had previously. You know, guaranteed on multi 3. That's what I would have liked to have seen. But now they've gone ahead and made it on the 5th multi instead. So they're really trying to get people to spend here. And I know a lot of people are going to be tempted to spend here, but I would strongly advise to save your rainbow gems for future Sugo Fests. That's what I would suggest. Anyways, multi number 7 is another rate boosted character. There's nothing on multi 6. Multi 8 is another discount at 1 rainbow gem. We've got a guaranteed legend on multi 9. Multi 10 is another rate boosted character. There's nothing on multi 11, but then on multi 12 you get another 1 gem discount. 13 is a legend. 16 is another 1 gem multi, so there's nothing on multi 14 or 15. 17 is another Sugo Fest exclusive. Nothing on multi 18. 19 is a rate boosted character, and if you decide to go to 20 multis, you are guaranteed the brand new debut legend, whether it be Smoker on part 1 or if you go over to part 2, multi 20 is guaranteed legend Sugar. So there you go, there you have it. That's what the steps are all going to be about. So if you do calculate everything together, to go from multi number 1 to multi 20 to get that guaranteed character in this Sugo Fest with all of these discounts along the way, it's 784 rainbow gems. So is it a wise decision to spend 784 gems for potentially Legend Smoker or Legend Sugar? No, it's not a good idea. I know a lot of people really like Legend Sugar. I do agree, she's very, very good. But I don't think it's worth 784 rainbow gems just to get your hands on Legend Sugar. And of course, it does depend on your characters that you're missing. If there's a lot of characters you are missing, maybe it might entice you. And again, as I said, if it is restricted to only 10 pullable characters on the banner, that also will entice a lot of people to pull here. One thing to note though is that the medal exchange will be ending, or will be changing on the 30th of November. So it will be very interesting to see what those characters change into, and this Sugo Fest will be live before this changes. So you can see, like, I've time traveled to the day of the Sugo Fest, and it still says 2 days remaining before that changes. So I really hope we get an update notice soon talking about what characters are going to be available in the medal exchange, because that maybe might entice people to pull to potentially exchange for one of the characters that they're looking for. But I do think it is a wise decision to steer clear of this Sugo Fest, just considering the fact that yes, Smoker and Sugar, I know a lot of people are hyped for these characters, but in the future we are looking at some pretty big banners coming up. V3 Boa is one of the best legends in the game, and arguably has the best Sugo Fest batch of all time, having some very strong rare recruits. And then we've got Luffy and Sanji also coming down the line as well, who, as I mentioned earlier, is arguably one of the best legends in the game, like top 2 in the game. And then you got like the Germo crew as well, the Sweet Commanders, Kaido Big Mom is coming in the future as well. There's so many amazing legends in the future. Do you want to waste your gems for Smoker and Sugar, which is, you know, this batch when it came out on GP was really hype at the time, but then after like the first couple of weeks of release, these characters are kind of pushed aside and not really too many people are using Legend Smoker anymore. Legend Sugar definitely still sees play. She's a very powerful character that has some unique abilities, which I'll be talking about in my other video that I'll upload later. But just saying that these batch of characters are not necessary characters to clear content. They are really fun to use, I definitely agree there. But I do advise you guys to save your rainbow gems for potential upcoming Sugo Fests. That's all I'm going to say with that. But anyways, that is going to wrap up this video today. I just wanted to give you guys the breakdown of these brand new Sugo Fests with Smoker and Sugar, and just talking about them just in general, because it is interesting. It is very interesting to have that many discounts and then also guarantee them on multi 20. These steps are a lot different than when they arrived on JP, that is for sure. Definitely more generous on global to potentially get the characters. But anyways, that is going to wrap this one up, and as I said, I'm going to be uploading another video where I'm going to be talking about all of the new characters in this batch. So if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned to the channel. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Well, on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.